explore all we have to offer. Norman Parks and Recreation, where Norman plays.
Right on time, 12:40, first pitch with Chaño. Throws strike one to the leadoff hitter, Kennedy Marceau. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, a little bit out, 1 ball and a strike, and we're underway on a gorgeous Sunday in the Okana Invitational. Sooners going with the crimson tops, the white Oklahoma across the chest, white pants today with the crimson stripes, crimson stirrups, white socks, the 1-1. Strike two. Miley with Chaño. Don't know if I've talked much about the Sooner starting pitcher. 6-0 on the season, a 2.41 ERA. This will be her 6th start of the year. Opponent's hitting just 153 against her. She jumped out early on Marceau. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from the righty. Got it. Swing. That's how you start it. One away. Strikeouts this year brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. Marceau goes down. That'll bring Haley Hart to the plate. Pretty unique windup, isn't it, from Chaño?
Yeah, I mean, it's a unique windup. I also need to talk about that whole mix of pitches she just threw. I mean, she came up and in at the hand. She went out a little bit. She's getting these hitters to chase early on.
Haley Hart, first pitch, a little bit up. Ball one. So the delay only ends up being 10 minutes from the projected 12:30 start time, underway a little bit later. 1 ball and no strikes to Hart, the left fielder, Haley Hart. A little up. Yesterday for Haley Hart against the Sooners, she was hitting in the 5 hole, went 0 for 2. Moves up to the 2 spot today as the 2-0 is right down Lindsay. 2-1.
The windup is very unique in a sense that she leans back pretty far, brings her glove up, and then she does a really good job of hiding the ball. So you're unable to really see the seams until she releases.
Wells was ready to pop and throw that one around. We theorize who might be out in left field. It indeed is Cassidy Pickering. So that means today Tia Malloy is your DP. Kai Minor is in center field. As the 3-1 pitch. Right on that upper edge of the zone, strike two. Abby Dayton is in right field. I remember asking Abby about the difference between being in right field versus left field for a left-handed thrower versus a right-handed thrower. She didn't really seem to think there was that much of a difference. The 3-2 is called strike three, right on the outer edge. Kendall Wells knew it. Back-to-back Ks. Where do you stand? Because you were a lefty.
Yeah.
And you played center mostly, right?
Well, no, I'm a right-handed thrower.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you're like Abby Dayton.
Yes.
Right-handed thrower, left-handed hitter.
But just right field in general has a funky spin no matter what.
Oh, really?
I feel like the ball comes off the bat and it's always got that tail spin towards the line.
Brooke Otto takes strike one. The third baseman who's hitting .354 on the season. Junior out of Smithville, Texas. One of the many transfers on this roster was at McNeese prior to moving to Lafayette. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit her, and you heard that. Oof. Right on the hands. That had to hurt. Off to first base goes Otto, a 2-out hit by pitch. That's the 6th batter Chaño has hit this year. That one sounded like the most painful, I'm not going to lie, because there is no shield protecting the hand, obviously. She does not wear batting gloves, either does Otto. Not that I think in that instance it would make that much of a difference. She's shaking it off.
Yeah, we've seen Chaño really working that inside pitch up and in at the hands.
She's going to try to stay in the game, as digging into the plate is the cleanup hitter today, Cecilia Vasquez. the shortstop. Hitting .326 on the year. She is a first pitch attacker. She fouls that one off for strike one. One of the leaders on this team. Vasquez, who was a travel ball teammate of Cassidy Pickering out of the Houston area. 0-1 is popped back up towards us, but it hit off the netting. I was ready.
You make a play.
.347 for Vasquez. Of her 17 hits, 8 have been for extra bases, including a home run and 8 runs batted in. She's behind on the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at first. Pitch from Louisiana. Off speed, way out in front of it, but stays alive. Her dad was her travel ball coach. And in his free time, Enrique is the play-by-play voice, the Spanish play-by-play voice of the Houston Texans, the Oklahoma Sooners, and the rodeo events down in Houston.
Wow, that's
My man
impressive.
is busy. The 0-2. Got him. Swinging, inning over. How about 3 Ks to start the day for Louisiana? She works around the 2-out hit by pitch. That was the Tinker Federal Credit Union strikeout. TFCU is a proud sponsor of OU softball. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Oklahoma headed to the plate. We're scoreless in Norman in the O'Connor Invitational. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. The Invitational. Make your next vacation iconic. Make it O'Connor Resort. Learn more or book now at o'connorresort.com. Cassidy Pickering strides to the plate. Left-handed hitting. Left fielder, a couple of hops in the circle from Bethany Noble. Now she toes the rubber. She's ready. Crowd stands, one finger high in the air as the first pitch is up and in, ball 1. Team leader with 22 walks drawn on the season. And has really solidified herself as the leadoff hitter over the last couple seasons. Nearly wore that one, ball 2 inside. And real quick on Pickering from yesterday, Destiny 3 for 6, a couple of runs scored, 3 runs batted in, and added a home run on top of that.
We saw her and Ella Parker going back and forth on home runs yesterday.
There's a strike, 2-1. What a career she's putting together. Seems kind of, in some ways it seems wild to think she's a junior, and in other ways it's like she's only a junior.
I know.
2-1. That's in for a strike, 2-2.
And she's been a standout since her freshman year, so I feel like we've talked about her so much. It's like, man, she's only a junior, but not ready for her to be a senior yet either.
That's ripped off the first baseman, Smith, who is able to pick it up, but a little miscommunication. Lascano tried to get over there and help her. The bottom line is it was a laser off the bat of Pickering, and Smith couldn't do anything with it. Neither could Lascano, and unfortunately for Louisiana, I mean, that was such a hard hit ball. I don't want to say a play that you would typically make, but Sooners end up with a base runner regardless.
Yeah, that'll be a tough decision for Brock.
All right, Brock, what are we thinking down there? Here is Ella Parker. First pitch to Ella is skied deep to center field. Battling the sun is Williams. She'll make the catch at the warning track for out number 1. The official ruling, single for Pickering.
Yeah, I mean, it was an extremely hard hit, but I think the fact that she kind of bobbled it made it questionable.
Sooner catcher Kendall Wells. Runner at first, scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, a little bit up. Wells hit number 18 here yesterday. The Sooners as a team have 99 home runs. Who's going to hit number 100? This one has a chance to left field, but comes up short as the fly ball is caught by Hart at the warning track. I'll tell you what, Hart went to the wall and then had to race in a bit for out number 2. I don't know if you're going to get much help to left field today.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the wind kind of held that one up just a little bit longer.
Here's Gabby Garcia. 419 average for Gabby this year. But she struggled a bit with 2 outs. According to the StatCast, just a 167 hitter with 2 outs, and she takes ball 1 low and in. Sooners got off to the fast start last night against Lafayette. Here they'll have to go with 2. After the long flyouts by Parker and Wells. The 1-0 pitch to Garcia, way out in front of it, swing and a miss. Second on the team right now, too, is Gabby, with 11 home runs. But that is an intense battle. Ball 2 just misses inside. It still seems crazy. You look at, and again, this isn't a knock by any stretch of the imagination. You look at Louisiana's number, and their home run leader this season has 5 home runs.
I think one of the crazier things
2-1 misses inside, ball 3.
Is that you look at this lineup and everybody has hit a home run.
Yeah.
That's crazy. At least 3.
Abilene Christian's leading home run hitter has 4 on the season, and every Sooner hitter has hit at least 3 home runs this season. That has swung a bat this year. Every single one of them. 3-1 pitch, full count. That's called strike 2, right on the lower edge of the zone. Sun Belt Conference, Ragin Cajuns. They start their conference season next week against Southern Miss. There's a ground ball to the right side. Nice play by Smith at first. Snags it just before it gets to that outfield grass and wins the race to the bag to end the Sooner first. We head to the second, scoreless in Norman. Today's game is presented as always by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And this is the O'Connor Invitational. Make your the home opener in conference play next weekend, and the Sooners will be taking a very unique road trip where Oklahoma will play Memphis and then travel on to Oxford. Now, interestingly enough, Memphis is where the football team and most football teams stay when they travel to. If it's fair, it could be trouble. Racing over in foul territory is Pickering to make the catch, and that one went up in that south wind and just got beat down. 1 away. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty.
think the staff is going to be very successful as long as they can all kind of work together collectively, which we've seen that in the past few years. Coach Gasso kind of.
Way. Quick 2 outs. Here's the right fielder, Mia Norwood. I will say, I think one of my favorite things about Wachenio is pretty well to center field, but Kai Minor has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's a quick 1-2-3 second. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Oklahoma and Louisiana are scoreless. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Now batting, center fielder, number 22, Kai Minor.
No balls and 2 strikes. Dayton hitting .542, which seems like an unrealistic number for a batting average. 0-2 is hit pretty hard to center field, but be right where Williams is played. And she makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Here comes Sydney Barker.
77, Sydney Barker.
Runners at first and second. Well, what an opportunity here for Sid to get going this weekend. You would assume if there's a such thing as everyday players anymore in this lineup that Sid's on the verge of becoming one as she takes strike 1. Even though when you look at the overall numbers for starts this season, this is her 14th start this year. So math would tell me that's more than half the games this year, and she hits this one hard to right field but got under it a bit. Norwood makes the catch, tagging at second and heading to third is Minor, and there's 2 away. The crowd applauds the hustle.
The designated player, number 9, Tika Malloy.
Here's Tia Malloy. Here's the first pitch to Tia. Her first start of the weekend is a little bit low. A leadoff single by Kai Minor on a bunt. A looper into center by Ilana Agbayani. And the Sooners have runners at the corners with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Need a little 2-out magic here from Malloy, who takes a strike. Tia's numbers have been really impressive. .478 average. 21 runs batted in, 4 home runs. Just her 4th start of the year. And we say 4 home runs. That would be the team leader for Abilene Christian right now.
Yeah.
You know? Or at least tied for the team lead. Got her on the swing. Off to second, though, goes Agbayani, who was trying to draw the throw on strike 2. I mean, she stopped and walked into the bag. Ball and 2 strikes. Now
Trying to get a look.
Yeah, she was trying to maybe get a throw out of Marceau. Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt, it gets away, but not far enough. Looking for the first run of the game, Malloy. They're playing her a little shaded towards left center, just slightly. The 2-2. Bounce to the right side. Should be an easy play, and it is. Up with it, and Liscano nearly blew the throw. But a good play by Smith, and that'll do it. As we head to the 3rd inning, Oklahoma strands 2 more. They've stranded 3. And we are scoreless in the Okana Invitational. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Center fielder, number 7, Jacob Williams.
With first pitch bunt, back to Achenio, who makes it look easy, 1 away.
Beautiful day for him
Williams
to come
retired.
out.
He said he's got a busy schedule. I would say so, because you have softball, and you got baseball, and you got gymnastics team.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot going on today.
Here's the first pitch to Liscano.
get to be mean anymore.
I wasn't being mean. With Chenyo pulls the string, and gets the strikeout. 2 away.
54 miles an hour on that pitch. That is tough as a hitter. I mean, finding the patience for that, to identify that, that's tough. Three balls and 2 strikes with Chenyo. Rocks and 5. Ball 4. Just missed. I mean, just missed. Heard the ooze. Wells, what do you think the message is here to Wachenio? Just settle in. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily. I think just finding that comfort release point and making sure they're on the same page. I think she's doing a real.
Side of the circle, Wachenio up with it, throws, and that'll do it. That was weird. I mean, it almost seemed like a sacrifice bunt, but there were 2 outs, and it easily ends things for the Sooners in the top of the 3rd. We have head to the bottom half. Oklahoma and Louisiana Lafayette are scoring.
7, Cassidy Pickering. First baseman, number 5, Ella Parker. Singers home run, number 5, Ella Parker. Her 11th of the season, and the team's 100th of the season, making the Sooners the fastest program to reach 100 home runs in NCAA history. The shortstop, number 42, Cappy Garcia.
5 hits now, including the home run from Ella Parker. There's a hard hit ball pretty deep to left field. Does it have a chance? No, it's caught at the track by Hart. 2 away.
They're hitting the ball hard.
I think that's a fair way to put it. Every out is a hard out. And here's Ilana Agbayani. Kate Porter was first in today. That's not a race, by the way, people listening in Amarillo. Trelinda Curran, Moore, and Charisse down in Austin. Oh, it's a wild pitch on the bunt attempt. Off to second goes Garcia. She shows the bunt, and then it gets away, and Gabby's got a dance going at second. A ball and no strikes to Agbayani. Our Love's Travel Stops player to watch has one of the 5 Sooner hits. That misses inside. 2-0. Shanna's checking in on her way home from Branson. Mike Connie and Lyric are watching in Marlow. Daryl's listening in the Shenandoah Valley in Northern Virginia. Sooner since 57. There's a strike, 2-1. Buddy Mark Worley in the house today. Kevin's in the Varsity Network, driving back to OKC after a week in Springfield, Missouri. Kevin and Julie Baird tuned in. Thank you, guys. We're up to see their grandkids' activities. Long look as the pitch is finally brought home, and it's a strike. Looked almost like Noble didn't like the grip or something she had. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Agbayani deep in the box. Garcia stands at second. 2-0 Sooner lead. The pitch. Well, that's a weird grounder to third. Played brilliantly by Otto. Her throw is in time, and that'll do it for the Sooners in the third. But Oklahoma strikes first, a 2-run homer from Ella Parker. And as we head to the 4th, it's Oklahoma 2, Louisiana 0. Sooner softball is presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And this is the Okana Invitational. Here we go to the 4th inning. 2-0 Sooners leading Louisiana, along with Destiny McElroy. I'm Chris Plank. I think I introduced you to Roger Denny as Destiny Martinez too, didn't I?
I don't.
Tell Cody I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's an adjustment.
2-0. Oh, I think I'm on like 4 years now. I think I'd figure it out at some point as Brooke Otto fouls back the first pitch for strike 1. How about what we've seen so far from Miley Wachenio? She has been able to hold a powerful offense at bay here.
Yeah, she has been very impressive. I think her ability of mixing high, low, in, out.
There's a strike.
Getting these hitters to chase, and then her coming in at the hands. I think as a hitter, that's kind of a mental block. You've got to figure out where to stand in the box. Should that push you off the plate a little bit?
The 0-2 in the dirt. I can't say enough good things about how she's improved since the moment that Miley Wachenio has stepped on campus here at Oklahoma. She has established herself as almost a 1A with Audrey Lowry so far this season.
Yeah. Her demeanor is great. Seems very unbothered and confident.
1-2 has popped up foul. Ooh, look out. That hit off the overhang, and that shoots right down into the crowd. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oklahoma 2, Louisiana 0. Ragin Cajuns will wrap this up, and they will start conference play next week, just like the Sooners will. 1-2 pitch, missed outside. Sun Belt Conference opener for the Ragin Cajuns next week against Southern Miss. Sooners have Auburn. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, bounce to the left side. Well, there's the first place hit Barker's had to make today. She throws across to the new first baseman, Ella Parker, who makes the play, and there's 1 out. I say new first baseman, just new first baseman today. Unique to see Ella over there at first. We mentioned Coach Gasso has kind of gone a little bit more set in the lineups throughout the last couple of days, at least defensively. There's a hard hit ball to left field, but Pickering has a beat on it, and there's quickly 2 outs. I think Ella looks pretty good over at first base. I think she's got a chance to be a player over there. Here's Emily Smith. Parker's been over there at first with Akbayani at second. Gabby Garcia at short and Sid Barker at third. Ooh, an off speed that barely getting a piece of it with Smith. Emily was fooled a bit, but a lot, and fouls it off. Straight away in the outfield for Pickering in left, Minor in center, and Abby Dayton in right. 2-zip Sooners. The 0-1 pitch. Just missed outside.
Great pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike. So for Ella Parker this season, this is the second game she's started at first base. The 1-1 pitch, fouled back. Do you know when the first game was that she started at first base?
I do not know.
The very first game of the season.
There you go.
She started at first base in the opener, and this is her first start at first since that Thursday night in Tempe against Arizona State. The 1-2. Hard hit past the diving Barker down the third baseline. Played well off the corner by Pickering, and Smith, who had just a 197 batting average coming in, gets the first hit of the game for Louisiana.
The designated player, number 12, Gabby Stutes.
So here's Stutes. First hit of the game, third base runner. Louisiana had stranded Otto in the first, Lascano in the third, but they reached by hit by pitch and walk. That's fouled back. Still, though, I mean, I don't know if this is a stat, but every base runner they've had so far has come with 2 outs. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit out.
It's tough to get a rally started with 2 outs.
Sooners have been pretty good at it this year. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard to the right side. Ella Parker makes the play, and she'll win the race to the bag. What can she do? Ella Parker. She has the big shot, the home run, and she makes a nice defensive play to strand the third runner of the game for Louisiana. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Sooners. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
You see her dancing out on the mound right now. I think it's just imagining that zone and getting those pitches. It's so hard to throw to this lineup because you've got to be able to find the corners and paint them perfectly.
Time is called.
If you leave anything up in the zone, if you leave anything over the plate, chances of it going out are very high.
Here's the first pitch to Pickering. This is inside. I would love for our junior PA to be able to announce a Cassidy Pickering home run. That would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Pickering, right there. 1-1, strike right down the heart of the plate. Pickering looks down at Patty Gasso. 2 outs, 1-1 count. What's all in play here, you think?
I think she's just got to keep the ball down in the zone.
How's that? I thought maybe Coach Gasso might be thinking, well, let's get the bats going here a bit. Force you to swing at a good 1-1 pitch. She does anyway, fouls it off.
With 2 outs, she's got to work the count, get something to work with, get it through a hole.
Hard hit to second. Nice job by Lascano, who stays down on it, throws to first, and the Sooners will strand Malloy after the 2-out walk. We head to the 5th inning. 5th inning is brought to you by the Hal Smith Restaurant Group. Sooners in a dogfight with Louisiana. They lead it 2-0.
Right fielder, number 11, Mia Norwood. Center fielder,
Back
number 7,
change-ups.
Tasia Williams.
That last one was at 55 miles an hour. The one before that was 57. So just as a hitter, you're having to figure out your timing on multiple speeds.
First pitch strike to Tasia Williams. Williams bounced out back to the pitcher her last time up. .339 average for Williams as the 0-1 pitch is slapped foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Pretty good crowd, I think. You know, we still have a few seats out in front of us that could use some Sooner fans in them. But the outfield crew has been strong today. A gorgeous weather day. The 0-2 is popped down the left field line, foul territory, out of the reach of Pickering. Have you had a chance to really walk around in the outfield much and kind of get a feel for the dimensions and the vibes out there?
I have. Well, my husband and I brought our daughter to a game last, maybe in the fall.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, big concourse out there.
Wow, that one slipped right out of the hand of Wachenio and bounced almost before it even left the circle. I mean, two out in the field. I mean, like actually on the grass.
Oh,
if you had an opportunity
I have
to get
not. No.
Love to get your take on just kind of the different angles and perspectives here. Sooners feeling pretty comfortable, as you might imagine now. 3 years in, the 1-2 pitch. Another soft slap foul down the third base line. Hey, the best place to gear up for game day is the Sooner Shop, the official fan shop of OU Athletics, located on the west side of Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Online shopping is always available at shop.soonersports.com. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Williams. Bounces it foul. Williams was the leadoff hitter in the first game yesterday. Went 0 for 2, and in kind of a unique spot, they actually pinch hit for her in the 5th inning in their final plate appearance. Good defensive center fielder of Alexandria, Louisiana. She pops one into right field. Perfectly placed is Abby Dayton to make the catch, and there's 2 away.
Abby Dayton just in the right spot. I think just understanding what pitches are coming and the tendencies of Williams, she put herself in the perfect position to make that play.
Here's Mia Lascano, the Austin, Texas product, who's a transfer from Northwestern State. She's had a nice start to the season. That averages at 446, and the first pitch is a bunt. Barker charges, gloves, throws, got her! Oh, what a play! And that'll do it for the Ragin Cajuns in the 5th. How about what Miley Wachenyo's doing today? 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom half. Sooners up 2-0. This is University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Community Coffee, Freddy's Frozen Custard, and Steak Burgers, High Noon, Cup Bob, Nacho Express, Conecuh Sausage, and Evan Williams. And Sooner Softball is also brought to you in part by our good friends at Orthodontics exclusively. Proud to sponsor the junior captain of the game. Junior captain is the ultimate fan experience for children grades 3 through 6. Visit either location in Norman or South OKC for your free consultation. Well, Ella Parker hit one out of the park. Well, out of the yard, I should say. We've got to be careful with those after what Kendall Wells did last night. First pitch is low and in, ball 1. 2-0 Sooners, and it was Ella Parker's 2-run home run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Oklahoma has just missed a couple of bombs today. That one skied to shallow left field. Who's got it? Racing out is the shortstop Vasquez to make the catch, and there's 1 away.
Seems like the wind is playing a big role in these higher pop flies.
Vasquez did what she could. Had that glove up, shielding the sun, kind of fighting the wind too. I think Hart in the left kind of had a tough time finding it, so nice play by Vasquez for the first out of the inning. And here's Kendall Wells, 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of pop outs. Fly out to left, fly out to second. First pitch strike. Is there anything you see that Noble's been able to do to keep the Sooners at bay?
I think she's just working the corners, and the tendencies of some of these hitters is something I'm sure she's trying to work around. She has had a pretty good rise ball that I've seen some chase.
That misses a little bit up. She is ERA-wise on the season for the Ragin Cajuns. Their best pitcher, 1.72 ERA. 5-1 on the season, and that's in the dirt. She came from Seminole State. Transitioned to the D1 level last season. 20 appearances, 69 innings. Started 10 games. Finished 4-6. This is a hard hit ball to third. Nice play by Otto. Throws 2 away. Now, she went to Seminole State, but she's not an Oklahoma native. She's from Amarillo, Texas, by way of Amarillo High School.
Now batting.
Here is Gabby Garcia, the shortstop, who's 1 for 2 on the day. She pitched in the opener yesterday against Abilene Christian, allowed 8 hits, 3 runs, and 7 innings through the complete game, scattering those 8 hits to get the win. First pitch to Gabby is a strike. That was her 5th win of the season. But just last week, in fact, last Sunday, 2 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, walked the batter, and a 5-1 loss to A&M. 0-1 is hit hard to center field. Is it deep enough? At the wall, it's caught. Williams had a beat on it in that left center field gap, and the Sooners go 1-2-3. Boy, they got a pitcher's duel here in Norman. We head to the 6th, Oklahoma 2, Louisiana nothing. This is Sooner softball from Learfield Sports. In the 6th for the Ragin Cajuns. Sooners hit their 100th home run of the season. Fastest team to 100 home runs in NCAA history. Ella Parker's 3rd inning shot, but that's about it. Do you get the sense, as Alyssa Parker has checked in at first base, Ella Parker moves to right field, first defensive substitution we've seen as Marceau takes the first pitch low, ball 1, 0 for 1 with a walk. Do you get the sense, Destiny, that maybe the Sooners are trying to do too much at the plate?
I don't think so. I think that they just got to find some holes. I think they need to. I mean, they're swinging hard. Their swings look good. I don't feel like they're chasing bad pitches.
There's a line drive deep to left field. It's a leadoff home run from Kennedy Marceau. It's been the one area that Huachenio has struggled with a bit this season, and that's home runs. And that's a bomb from Marceau, her 5th of the season. And for Miley Huachenio, that is the 8th home run she's allowed. 2-1. Here's Haley Hart. Haley Hart's 0 for 2, a strikeout victim in the 1st. Grounded out back to the pitcher in the 3rd. Even though the Sooners lead it, it's kind of a feeling of a whole new ball game, as that's the first run scored against the Sooners this weekend. Ball 1 high.
Yeah. I mean, that ball kind of snuck out of here, too. That was pitched left up.
Abby Dayton's out in left field now, and she kind of turned, and as soon as she did, you realized, oh, that's gone.
Yeah.
The 1-0 misses low.
Huachenio 67 pitches in.
Two balls and no strikes. Good spot, 2-1. What number did you say on the pitches?
67.
Okay.
It's not a ton for going 6 innings.
Don't think she's quite nearing her season high yet. I'm going to pull up my stats I have on Miley. 2-1. Missed outside, ball 3. Her season high for most pitches was 88 in the win over Washington. Sooners won that game 15-2. She went the full 5. Time is called. She stepped on the rubber, and then immediately everyone kind of called for time.
88 pitches in 5 innings. Is that, yeah.
Yeah. So this would be her longest, I would say, 6-inning appearance. There's strike 2. Haley Hart thought it was ball 4. She tried to walk down to first. Allison Habets is arguing from the third base coach's box. I get it, but I think they would want that pitch for their pitcher to be a strike 2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball, fair down the third base line into the corner. Past the diving Barker. Dayton battles to get it back in, but it's a double. And the tying run stands at second base with nobody out in the sixth.
They're really working that third base line with Sydney Barker just playing off the line a little bit. The dive attempt is not far enough.
Everyone comes together. What's the message here?
And just relax. Continue to do what you do. Keep the routine plays routine.
That Brooke Otto will dig in. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Bud was hit by a pitch. Hard to tell from our vantage point, but it doesn't look like there's any activity in the Sooner pen quite yet. I haven't seen anyone race down there either. First pitch, Otto fouls it back, strike one.
I think this is a good opportunity for Waicino to get herself out of it. Some good adversity. A little bit of pressure has been applied. I think just having to work through this is good.
Here's the 0-1. She shows bunt right back to Wachenio. Only play for her is to first. That'll move Hart over to third. The sacrifice is successful, and there's one away. I was about to ask if you thought the sack would be in play there, and it worked to perfection. Well, here's Cecilia Vasquez, and Patty Gasso is going to make her way out. Wonder if this could be a spot where we're going to see Audrey Lowry. Indeed it is. Lowry was down in the dugout, and she's ready to go. So we'll have a pitching change. And with Vasquez at the plate and a runner at third, the tying run, Audrey Lowry will check in, and the Sooners lead it 2-1. We'll tell you about Audrey and her numbers with his Love's Travel Stops pitching change. Listen to the roar for Wachenio. We head to the bottom, or we head to a pitching change. I hope we're headed to the bottom of the sixth inning here soon. It's 2-1. The Sooners lead Louisiana. We'll tell you about Audrey Lowry's numbers next in this pitching change. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield Sports. All right.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Sooners, number 24, Audrey Lowry.
All right, here's Audrey Lowry. What a season she's had so far. The Sooners will call on her to try to get out of this sixth inning jam. 11-1 on the season for Lowry. 50 innings. An ERA that has been stout, 1.68. 36 strikeouts to just 5 walks. Here we go. Vasquez is 0 for 2 today. First pitch misses low and away from Lowry. Ball one. Pitching changes brought to you by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. Infield comes in. Parker and Barker in at the corners. Agbayani and Garcia in tight with pop foul off the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you're Vasquez, you're just trying to put the ball in place somewhere, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, anywhere will really work. Just find a hole, keep the ball out of the air.
Strikeout would be good here from Lowry, or a pop-up. Here's the 1-1. It's a squeeze bunt line right to Lowry. Will throw behind the runner, double play. They called the squeeze, and it was a line shot off the bat of Vasquez right to Lowry. who doubles off the charging Hart down the third base line, and the Sooners get out of a jam. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Sooners. This is Sooner softball from Learfield Sports. The Louisiana Ragin Cajuns senior is putting on a show in the circle here today, holding this high-powered Sooner offense in check for now. It's 2-1 Sooners. Kai Minor leads it off, nearly eats ball one. But you know, one thing is happening. She's enjoying this moment. She should.
As she should. She's doing a really good job.
Don't know if you're going to see many pitchers be able to have the success that she is here today against the Sooners. The 1-0. Little bit in. Minor singled in the second. One of the better threats the Sooners had here today. They had Agbayani follow it up with a single. You had runners at first and second. There's the 2-0. Misses inside ball three. And runners at first and second and nobody out. And the fly ball by Dayton, the fly ball by Barker, and then that ground out to second by Malloy that kind of extinguished that Sooner threat in the second, where you felt like they could really make a statement, get off to a fast start. 3-0 is really not close, ball four. And it's been something Noble's done a couple times today.
Yeah.
She did it to Tia Malloy in the fourth. She did it to Cassidy Pickering in the third. She'll just go out and throw 4 straight balls, and not a single one would be all that terribly close. And then
she's not bothered.
And it's not bothered. She's swaying and jamming away in the circle. I love it. Here's Lexi McDaniel. She get a pinch hit opportunity. And that's going to draw a trip to the circle from Allison Habits, the head coach for Louisiana in her second season with the Ragin Cajuns. I don't know if you want to mess with her flow. I mean, I'm not even kidding. When I saw Coach Habits walking out, I was like,
intimidated?
Yeah, I know. You've had this senior who's pitching back at a place where she pitched in college before, not Oklahoma, but in this state. And she's having herself a whale of an outing. But in this instance, I mean, a Ragin Cajun win is in play. This is a one-run game right now.
Yeah.
Here's Lexi McDaniel. Here's the first pitch, popped up. Who's got it? The catch is made by Noble, the pitcher, and there's one away. First pitch swinging, and
After
Lexi popped it
4
out.
straight balls, that's tough. I think as a pinch hitter and the hitter ahead of you just had 4 straight, you'd want to see more.
Well, here's Abby Dayton. Well, if you're just getting out of church or just making your rounds today, like my buddy John McGregor is, we've had a dogfight here in game 1. Dayton chops out a bunt. Off to second goes Minor, trying to steal the bag, and they get her. Patty's going to challenge, Coach Casso's going to challenge this right away. We'll have a McIntyre Law review. All right, here we go.
The call on the field of an out at second base is being challenged by Oklahoma. The play is under further review.
There we go. The reviews this season are brought to you by McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Why not?
Yeah.
It was a close play at second. Dayton looked like she was trying to protect the base runner.
Yeah.
Maybe even a hit and run, but just completely and totally missed on it. I can't stop watching Bethany Noble, the pitcher for Louisiana. She is dancing and singing in a circle. Whatever
she
the
is
playlist,
performing.
whatever the playlist is today, she's living it. And against this offense, to have an outing like this, you better flex. We're getting a look at it on the big screen. What do you think, Destiny?
Ooh.
Oh, she's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like her foot snuck in there.
It shows you too, Kai's a young player. And in those instances, Kai's got to learn the first thing you do when you jump up is yeah, that's close. I think she's in.
Yeah, the tag is applied at the thigh, just the upper leg, and looks like that foot touched the base before that tag was applied.
My lesson to Kai Minor would be when you slide in and you think it's close, what do you automatically do? You pop up and you start hitting your ears. You want it reviewed, and you stand on the bag. She's watching it too from second base. Here we go. The umpiring crew, Jermaine O'Ginn and Jamie Wood is our home plate umpire. Well, actually, that's Bubba Ewald behind home plate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is Jamie.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Out.
Oh.
The batter will have a no balls, 1 strike count.
Nope.
Oklahoma has 1 challenge remaining.
There you go. So it's an 0-1 count to Abby Dayton. And this official review has been brought to you by McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Our man, Richard Martis, who gets all the highlights put together for you, had said before the call that she was out. We must listen to Richard more. 2 away. Misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I was feeling kind of confident that she got in there.
She must not have got the leg in as quickly as we thought on the slide. The tag must have got her before she got there.
Yeah,
obviously.
the view from behind second base, probably what I needed to see.
The 1-1. Soft roller back up the middle. This is going to be a tough play. The throw, got her. Liscano made a heck of a play, ranging back up the middle. Glove throws, gets her, and it's in a roundabout way, a 1-2-3 inning for the Sooners. Well, they'll count on Audrey Lowry to get 3 outs, and we'll play 7 as we head to the 7th. Oklahoma 2, Louisiana 1. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Lowry is in to shut it down after getting the squeeze bunt double play to end things in the 6th. She'll face Smith, Stutz, and Norwood as Oklahoma looks to survive quite the challenge today to get win number 23. It's 2-1. Been a fun game.
Been a pitcher's duel.
Don't see these very often. First pitch is low, ball 1. Sooners won their first 2 games by a combined score of 18-0. And now as Emily Smith digs in, they're in a 2-1 dual dogfight as that misses low. 2 balls and no strikes against a team that always plays them tough. When they broke the 71-game winning streak here a couple years ago, the Sooners had actually run-ruled the Ragin Cajuns the day before. There's a hard hit ball towards short, deep in the hole. Garcia skips it over to Parker, who scoops it 1 away. Alyssa Parker doesn't play a lot of first base, but in that instance, she made a nice scoop on the stretch. Took a couple hops.
I've seen Alyssa Parker in tons of positions this weekend. Got a little bit of third action, pitching.
She's played all the infield positions except catcher this year. Third, short, second, and first. I don't think we've seen her in left or center yet. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Gabby Stutz. 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout in the 2nd, grounded out to first in the 4th. She pops this one foul, and quickly Lowry has jumped on top. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs on just 5 hits for the Sooners. A run on 3 hits for Louisiana. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away. And Mia Norwood will be the last hope for the Ragin Cajuns. We hope. Oh for 2 on the day for Norwood. Has driven in 9 on the season. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Sooners and Abilene Christian will get underway after this. That projected start time of 3 is still very much in play. The 1-0 misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. We'll have a abbreviated Brahms post-game show before the start of game 2. But the Sooners got to get us there first. The 2-0 swing and a miss. There you go, Audrey Lowry. 2-1. Lowry stares in. She's ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
It's a good combo having Louisiana and Lowry come in, tag team this game.
And I think it can work the other way, too.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Lowry starting and Wachenio coming in out of the pin, too. You've
Yeah.
seen that a few times this season.
2 very different looks. The right-handed pitcher and Lowry, the left-handed pitcher. Both able to mix their speeds. It's a good combo. They played off each other well.
2-2 pitch, here it comes. Got her! Ball game! A pitcher's duel in Norman, and the Sooners come out on top. Miley Wachenio and Audrey Lowry shut down the Ragin Cajuns, and Oklahoma wins it on a day when they hit their 100th home run of the season. The Sooners 2, the Ragin Cajuns 1, and OU stays undefeated in the Ocana Invitational and at Love's Field in 2026. The Brahms post-game show is next. This is Sooners softball from Learfield Sports.
Sooner fans, it's time to recognize today's Dental Depot player of the game. With 5
Hey,
third innings of
Chris, how many breaks do you want us to take here?